Hi guys! So today we are going to talk about a children's book author and then read one of their works or a book that they've written. But first, I want to see if you can guess who we're going to read about and talk about today before I tell you. So I'm going to give you 3 clues. So the first clue is that she has written over 49 different books. That's a lot of books. The second clue is that she has written books with the subjects about a pig, a moose, a mouse, a dog, and a cat. And the third clue is her most famous book is If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. Have you heard of that book before? So today we are going to be talking about Laura Numeroff. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about Laura. Laura grew up in Brooklyn, New York, and she was born in Brooklyn, New York on July 14th, 1953. Her parents are William and Florence Numeroff, and she is the youngest of 3 sisters. So, growing up, Laura always loved to read and write, and she was always surrounded by music and by reading books and by literature. So, she grew to have a fond appreciation for them and to see how important they were to her everyday life. Laura decided when she grew up that she wanted to go to fashion school like her sister, so that's where she went to first, in New York. But she decided that that wasn't what she wanted to do. So instead, she went to college and took classes on how to draw illustrations in books, do animation, and to do photographs, so photography classes. And after she did this, then she realized that this was something that she could do to take all 3 things that she loved to do, reading, writing, and drawing, to do children's books and be a children's book author. And she wrote her most famous book, If You Can Give a Mouse a Cookie, when she was in the car on a boring car ride. And If You Can Give a Mouse a Cookie is her 10th book that she wrote. Laura loves animals, and she writes books for service dogs and works with children with disabilities. So she helps lots of different people too. She's, like I said, one of my clues, she has written 49 books. Wow. And lots of different people in the White House have read her books to children at different events, like Michelle Obama and George W. Bush and First Lady Laura Bush. She's a New York Times best-selling author, and she currently enjoys playing tennis and watching movies. So today we are going to read a book by Laura Numeroff. Since we learned a little bit about her already, we're going to read If You Give a Dog a Donut. And it is written by Laura Numeroff, which means that she's the author, and it's illustrated by Felicia Bond, and the illustrator draws the pictures. I think you guys will all love this book. It's pretty funny. So, If You Give a Dog a Donut. Let me move my camera so you can see it. Alright. If you give a dog a donut, he'll ask for some apple juice to go with it. And when you give him the juice, he'll drink it all up. Then he'll ask for more, but there won't be any left, so he'll want to make his own. He'll go outside to pick some apples. When he's up in the tree, he'll toss you one. Throwing the apple will make him think of baseball. He'll want to play. You'll have to get a ball and a glove. Of course, he'll need a bat. He'll ask you to pitch. He'll hit a home run. And then he'll do a happy dance to celebrate. Look at that silly dog. That's a pretty good happy dance. Dancing will make him hot, and dusty. So he'll need some water. And he'll probably start a water fight. And you'll have to dry him off with your bandana. He'll wrap it around his head and pretend he's a pirate. And then he'll want to go on a treasure hunt. Ooh, that'll be fun. But then he'll find an old kite, and he'll want to make one himself. You'll have to get him some sticks, paper, and string. Look at all that he has. That's a lot of stuff to make a kite. And when the kite is finished, he'll want to fly it. It will go higher and higher until it gets tangled in the apple tree. Oh no! The apple tree will remind him of apple juice, so he'll probably ask for some. And chances are, if he asks for some apple juice, what's he gonna need? He'll want a donut to go with it. The end. Wasn't that a fun book? Silly dog. He just wanted a donut to go with his apple juice, didn't he? So, today we learned about Laura Numeroff and the many books that she has written. All of the If You Can series of books, and her most famous book, If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. So I hope you enjoyed learning about Laura Numeroff today, and I can't wait for you to go to the library and check out some of her books now. So for our activity, my activity would be that students would do a reader's theater, which would cover 3 of Laura Numeroff's books. These include If You Give a Moose a Muffin, If You Give a Cat a Cupcake, and If You Give a Dog a Donut, which is what I read today. So these reader's theaters have 20 different parts, narrating parts, and they're rotating. So each kid will have different lines. And this is just a fun, interactive way that students get to read each of the books. And they get to work on their speaking and listening skills. And then they get to work on presenting them. I think it would be really fun and cool to have students maybe present these reader's theaters to a younger, like a kindergarten classroom, or possibly even to, if you have like another first grade class, maybe somebody like that. There's lots of different options for reader's theaters. So, hope you enjoyed, and Laura Numeroff is a very good author that I think should be incorporated into classrooms. So, thank you.